Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, of course, I am your favorite random man, Future King of YouTube. Chance was in this building today, and how are you guys doing? So, guys, before I get into the whole Gears of War, I gotta talk about this. Yes, there's a little bit of this, I am fanboying because I love Gears of War. I have played just about every game of Gears of War. I'm still learning tactics stuff. So, I genuinely love Gears of War. I do. I miss some of my good friends to this day from getting wins, Red Raven Horizon, XV Sonic VX, excuse me, and so many more. So when they even read the comments, by the way, not all of them, but some of them. So when I hear that Netflix is not only doing a movie for it, but I think it's an animated movie or animated adult animated series, I'm like, I have an issue. I have the greatest issue with Netflix when it comes to, because their track record is really not good when it comes to certain adaptations. And I'm not going to mention all, but I'm going to mention maybe, I think it's 4 of them that I personally want to talk about. You look at Netflix version of Resident Evil, it's nothing but Resident Evil name only. Okay, you have Wesker in there, but Wesker is an unrecognizable character. He has some flashbacks with the character, but he just, no. It wasn't. Bad story, bad characters. Like, the only thing I enjoy about the Netflix version of Resident Evil was the first and last episodes, and none of it makes sense. It was like, and then what the showrunner said, like, again, I'm paraphrasing. You pretty much say if you're using so much of the source material, you holding yourself back. And I think that was like, besides the casting choice, I think that was also what messed him up as well. You look at the live action Cowboy Bebop reboot. Jesus. But the only thing good about that show was Julia, Spike, and Jet. Julia definitely somewhat, because Julia was more expanded upon than she was in the animated series. But how they did Faye, I didn't enjoy that. Vicious, definitely enjoyed that. And honestly, guys, I'm being real with y'all. I couldn't finish it, and I was just like, I just couldn't. I was like, I was over it. I just couldn't. How they treated the character, how they treated the source material. Even we had the creator of Cowboy Bebop on your set, and I think it was like a special consultant or whatever, and you didn't use none of his ideas. That's bad right there. Then we look at I said Netflix. I said Resident Evil, Cowboy Bebop. Look at the Witcher series. How the writing team, besides the head writer from X-Men '97, because he pretty much said it that no one on the Witcher staff, which means the writers, didn't care for the source material, didn't care for the books, didn't care for the game, and didn't care for the fans, which I want to get into in a brief bit. And like, I think that's why also Henry Cavill left, because I'm paraphrasing. The head writer of X-Men '97 said, if you're not a fan of the source material, then you're not pretty much working on this project. And I believe we're in an era of people who don't care for, not only just for the source material, but don't care about the fans who help bring this thing to help spread this thing out. So then going into Master of the Universe Revelations, which I still am surprised that it's getting a sequel series. Which, by the way, Kevin Smith was kind of begging the fans to come back and watch. So I don't think his Clerks. I'm not Clerks. I think wherever his Clerks movie, I think his last Clerks movie he did, as far as I know, is not really doing too hot. So I don't know. I really don't pay attention to Kevin Smith after what happened here on Revelations. But anyway, so what happened was you played this trailer, you showed nothing but He-Man, then you said you are a fan of He-Man, but then what ended up happening was you got caught lying, and then Clownfish TV pretty much called him out. You say you wasn't a fan of He-Man, but once you get the job, now you say you are a fan of He-Man. So again, I'm not gonna spend too much on this, but pretty much what happened, you killed off He-Man and make it the whole Tila show, and then you bring him back. Pretty much the last 2 episodes just to kill him off again. Me and my buddy Ultra Fatal, we talk about it. I'm not gonna spend too much on that. So you pretty much like your fans calling fake fans. and you just got caught with your pants down. So pretty much. But which leads me into saying this. My problem with Netflix is that they do not get people who care for these projects, who care for like these live adaptations come from video games or comic books or cartoons, and you do it such a disrespectful way, and if we question that, and it's just not Netflix either. Look at what they did with Halo on the, I want to say like with Amazon. I think it was not Hulu, but I think it was Amazon. Then look what they did to the Lord of the Rings with the Rings of Power, and they blatantly pretty much said like, oh, we're gonna do things our way. Again, I'm paraphrasing. We're gonna do things our way and set things up for a modern era, and it didn't work. Then you look at what happened with She-Hulk. Now, granted, on the show, I'm not gonna lie, I enjoyed She-Hulk. Maybe the 2 episodes I didn't really care for. Excuse me. There's 2 episodes I didn't care for, but I see why it got such a bad rep. Look what happened with it, man. You spend so much time, like, oh god, this burped again. Sorry. Whew. You spend so much time attacking the fans, and in certain episodes, you kind of attack the fans a whole lot. But yes, I'm pointing this out because the show's not perfect. Don't get me wrong, the show's not perfect. But I did enjoy it. But I see why it's not getting a second season, because you're sitting there attacking your fan base. Look what happened with The Witcher. You attack your fan base. Look what happened with the Rings of Power. You're attacking your fan base. This is your money. Master Universe Revelations. You're attacking your fan base. You're attacking your money. And like I said, I'm not gonna go into the whole Master Universe stuff, because that's I already did a video about it. I really don't want to talk about it, and I don't know if I'm even gonna watch Revolutions. But you see where we go. You see where I'm kind of going with this. We're in an era where people getting their fan fictions come to life, and this is not a jab at fan fiction writers. There's a lot of fan fiction writers that I have that I have read that not only respect the source material, they respect the characters of that world. In this age we're in right now, you look at Marvel and DC and see how bad they're doing right now. They're not respecting their fans. They're so busy being scared for being canceled or whatever, and you telling these bad stories with some bad characters. There are some bright spots here and there, but that's very few and some. So going back to Gears, I don't have the biggest confidence in them, especially with Netflix involved. I do not have the biggest confidence, and I'm looking like are you going to hire somebody that's going to respect the source material? Are you going to get someone to not just always attacking the fans, but like here and there and stuff like that? Like, are you really going to respect this piece of work, this game, this history, this lore? Are you going to respect that? Now, I hear what you're saying, Random Man. You saying like they shouldn't change? Don't get me wrong, you can change the stuff here and there, but at the same time, you got to respect it. Like, I think like this virtual signaling or wherever people are calling it nowadays, like, oh, let's make this character black because we want to be progressive, or make this character this way, or change this character to this, gender bend this character to make it work, this, that, and the other. I'm so sick and tired of just seeing stuff like that. And the main thing is, like, if you ever saw Doom Annihilation, you understand what I'm talking about. If you understand Taskmaster and Black Widow, you understand what I'm talking about. Now, I'm gonna make 2 points right quick. I'm gonna get back in the topic again. So I'll try my best not to make the video be long. So the crazy thing about with Taskmaster and Black Widow, I was like, okay, and y'all know me. I was like, okay, if you gender bend or race swap this character, as long as you do this character justice, I'm okay with that. But with Taskmaster in Black Widow, you say because this little device, you put, I guess, some cerebral cortex. I don't know where they put it at, but you put this device in her neck, and then she got the skills and abilities of Avenger. And like what it was genetic. Taskmaster was born with that. I think people would be more acceptable of Taskmaster if they stuck to the comic book origins. Now, I would like with MJ, or sorry, bump that, Mary Jane, who Zendaya plays. Marvel chicken out and say, "Hey, we're gonna call her Michelle." But at the during home doing Far Away, was it Far Away from Home? No, sorry, No Way Home. She literally says Mary Jane. I was like, really, Marvel, really? And that really got me mad with the MCU. I'm a lot calmer than I was back then. But when I heard that, I was like, I knew it. So, but the point that I'm making is like, keep the characters as keep Marcus Phoenix white, keep Cole black, keep Dom Hispanic, excuse me, I'm sorry, or like Latino, excuse me, guys. Keep the characters who they are. Don't race swap and gender swap them. These characters are remembered for who they are. That's respecting the source material. Yes, you can change the stuff here and there and stuff like that, but don't be doing it just so you can tell your own story or because you're afraid. That's why I got high hopes for X-Men 97, because the guy, you have a writer who actually cares for the source material. And like, that's the thing. I will hopefully when more stuff come out, we can see this. But again, if I see a certain things like, oh, we're gonna make Dom a girl, I was like, no, don't do that. Like certain stuff I can let slide, but nah, I don't want to make a Marcus Phoenix black for no, I don't want to see that. I don't. Then again, we don't know what kind of story they're gonna tell with Gears, because again, we're in the era of fan fiction stuff where somebody said we're gonna do a prequel for Gears. Like, no, like keep the story as like, but maybe you can tell a story with talk about E-Day or Emergence Day. Maybe you can talk about that, but at the same time, not too many people, I think, they're not gonna care about that. They want to see Marcus, Dom, Cole, and Bear. They want to see that. And so do I. So, if anybody for Netflix is watching this, like, please, y'all, please, for the love of God, don't mess this up. Because Netflix, I see better fan fiction writers and better fan-made movies than what Hollywood, Netflix, or Hulu or Amazon be pulling out. There's no love for it. You're gonna slap a name on it, then when the fans call you out, you're gonna say they're bad. Nah. Like, grow a thicker skin and do the story right. And that's all I gotta say, because I'm about to wrap this up. But yeah, guys, make sure you like, share, subscribe, come to Rants. That we do have those cookies. Hashtag Victoria's Kitchen. I love you guys. Please, y'all, don't mess this up. Please. Y'all have a big chance to do this. Do it right. And that's all I ask. Just do the jump. Follow the source material. If you're gonna change stuff, let that jump in. But anyways, I'll go. I'm wrapping up for real. I'm wrapping up. Love you guys, deuces, and I will see y'all in the next video. Y'all take it easy.
My name's blurry face and I care what you think. My name's blurry face and I